What's up and welcome to another episode of Gizmo Slip Tech. Today we're talking about the Aorus 17X, which is a totally new beast this year in multiple ways. Now, last year's Aorus 17 did not sell well, it did not review well, and it was fairly beefy and thick, but the problem was the cooling solution was like the same thing they would put into like a 14-inch laptop. But the good news is that Gigabyte has completely redesigned the Aorus 17X from the inside out, starting with a massive vapor chamber cooling system and switching over to a 4-fan system. Now, when you look along the sides of the laptop, you'll see huge heat exhausts, and there's still exhausts on the rear of the laptop as well. The primary reason for this, of course, is the 4-fan design, so they need a lot of surface area to actually utilize all 4 of those fans. They also improved their fan technology, making the blades on the fans 50% thinner to increase the airflow, and they increased the thermal fin area, that's all of these exhausts on the sides of the laptop, by 129%. Now, because of these cooling upgrades, the Aorus 17X is going to be able to push the RTX 4090 up to 175 watts this year. Now, you can configure the Aorus 17X with an i7-13700HX on the low end, but it goes all the way up to the i9-13950HX, and you can get it with an RTX 4080 or a 4090, both up to 175 watts. Now, I did ask Gigabyte what the CPU TDP is on the i7 and the i9 chips. They haven't gotten back to me yet, but if they do, I will update a pinned comment down below with those specs when I get them. Now, if you get the i7 version, it comes with DDR5 4800 megahertz, and if you get the i9 version, you get DDR5 5600 megahertz RAM, 2 SODIMM slots, so you're gonna be able to upgrade this RAM after the fact. Now, the 16:9 QHD 240 Hz 100% DCI-P3 color gamut display does look nice. I can definitely tell that the display brightness is not like some super bright mini LED, super like 1000 nits brightness. When I had the laptop in person, it seemed to be between the 300 and 500 nits brightness range. The big thing here, though, is that it's QHD 240 Hertz, and it's 100% DCI-P3 color gamut, so that means you're getting at least a very colorful display and a great gaming display. It comes with G-Sync and Advanced Optimus, and I'm assuming a MUX as well to get Advanced Optimus to work properly. You've got 2 M.2 2280 SSD slots in the laptop. Of course, you can upgrade these yourself later on. Now, on the right side, we have Thunderbolt 4, USB-A, and a massive exhaust port. On the back, we have the power adapter port, HDMI 2.1, a mini display port 1.4, and an Ethernet port. On the right side, we have our headset port and 2 more USB Type A's, and then another massive exhaust port. Overall, I do like the ports on the Aorus 17X, and I like that you've got ports on the back as well as the sides, and you've got USB-A's on both the left and right side, so it's a very versatile port selection. Of course, we have Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.2, a full HD webcam this year with Windows Hello. That's awesome. I really enjoy laptops with Windows Hello, and I love the fact so many laptops this year are featuring it. Now, we've got a 99 watt-hour battery. It weighs 6.17 pounds. So that's a fairly lightweight 17-inch laptop that's featuring the full TDP on the RTX 4090. The overall footprint of the device is fairly large at 15.6 by 11.5 by 0.86 inches thin. So it's still going to be fairly portable, especially for a 17-inch laptop. Now, the Aorus 17X for 2023 still uses CNC milled metal chassis, but in 16 separate pieces, so it's not a unibody chassis, but it still felt like a high quality build when I moved the laptop and was typing on it. There are some nice accents on the chassis, which kind of add a little bit of flair, but they're not too gamery, so you can still turn off the RGB and make this laptop look very business-esque. Aorus has also included a nice RGB logo and stripped on the rear of the laptop. Now, the mechanical keyboard is gone, and instead you've got the keyboard that they featured on the Aorus 15. It feels very similar, per key RGB backlighting with a nice overall feel. And of course, there's a decent sized glass touchpad as well. It's not massive, but it'll get the job done. Another big upgrade is that they have replaced the Aorus Fusion software with the Gigabyte Control Center. The UI does look like it's a big improvement, but we won't know for sure until we test it. Now, Aorus seems to have been on a mission to create a laptop that is a clean-cut, high-performance machine that's portable, that's fairly thin and light. The biggest question to me is pricing. I don't think that Aorus is going to be able to charge as much as, say, Razer or what Asus does for their Scar laptops, because we're missing a mini LED display. We don't have the dazzling RGB. But the most important thing is that they seem to have gotten the core of the laptop right, and that's providing a great gaming experience for gamers that buy it. So if they sell the Aorus 17X at the right price, I think this laptop is going to sell a ton of units. I can't wait to get my hands on one. What do you think of the Aorus 17X? Let me know in the comments down below. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any of my future content. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Brandon out.